Everybody, we welcome you all to our 21st Foundation Day of the Indian Institute of Science, Education, Research, Kolkata, and request you all to take your seats. Our hall and crowd management volunteers are present to assist you. Please follow their guidance to ensure smooth seating arrangements.
We request the participating students and teachers to take seats from the third row onwards. Keep the first two rows empty for the dignitaries. Our director, chief guest, and guest of honor will be arriving shortly. In anticipation of their arrival, we request you to maintain decorum within the hall and please kindly put your mobile phones on silent, please. We will now live stream the Institute documentary, which offers an insightful glimpse into academic vision, research, excellence, and outreach initiatives of IISER Kolkata. Let's all watch it together.
Established in 2006, the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research Kolkata, or IISER Kolkata, the first among IISERs, is a premier institution dedicated to nurturing scientific talent. Nestled on a sprawling 201-acre verdant campus in Mohanpur, near the cultural heart of India, Kolkata, the institute offers a serene environment conducive to academic pursuits. IISER Kolkata's core philosophy revolves around seamlessly blending teaching and research. This unique approach empowers students to not only acquire knowledge, but also to actively contribute to the frontiers of science.
I am proud to say that the current year, IISER is ranking 6th in the top 10 science research institution in the country. For the information, we run integrated BSMS program, master's program, integrated PhD program and PhD program in basic science disciplines with multiple exits as per the National Education Policy.
Our institute is committed to nurturing the next generation of scientific leaders through a dynamic and interdisciplinary curriculum. In alignment with National Education Policy 2020, we offer credit-based course choice, and this offers flexibility and encourages students to explore diverse fields, ranging from foundational sciences to cutting-edge research.
IISER Kolkata has central facility that contains high-end instrument and excellent infrastructure for research, and that caters the need of researchers, startups, and industries by providing them the round-the-clock access with minimal downtime.
The access and sharing of scientific equipment and infrastructure towards an Atmanirbhar Bharat is to facilitate the creation of knowledge from R&D and applied science towards a developed India. IISER Kolkata's facilities are such as atomic force microscopy, confocal microscopy, field emission scanning, electron microscopy, stimulated emission depletion microscopy, transmission electron microscope, isothermal titration calorimeter, single crystal X-ray diffractometer, nuclear magnetic resonance, X-ray photoelectron spectroscopy.
Within a decade, the Institute has garnered significant national and international recognition, securing substantial research grants from various funding agencies. This support fuels a vibrant research culture.
Currently, IISER Kolkata is involved in executing around 200 external projects, including 170 projects from government funding agencies, 16 projects from bilateral funding agencies, and 8 projects from industry, with a total current amount of almost 100 crores.
At IISER Kolkata, our research initiatives are strategically aligned with national missions, focusing on critical areas such as carbon capture and sustainable energy. Also, space science innovations and advanced drug development.
IISER Kolkata is a vibrant residential community of students housed in modern hostels. The Institute's state-of-the-art research block and cutting-edge laboratories provide an ideal environment for academic pursuits. Complementing the scholarly atmosphere, the Student Activity Center fosters a dynamic campus life with various sporting activities.
We also complemented by having a lot of cultural and sports activities so that their creativity is surged even after classes and labs and all that, right? So for that, we have like 30 clubs. We have the Students Affairs Council or SAC, which is actually formed by the students themselves.
And we essentially help to manage and review student activities in our institute, and also be the voice of the students to the faculty and other relevant people in our institute.
Our educational institution is committed to the well-being of its students, offering a robust support system that includes comprehensive mental health and counseling services. In addition to mental health services, the institution also houses a fully equipped medical center staffed by qualified healthcare professionals. IISER Kolkata faculty members are renowned for their exceptional teaching abilities and unwavering commitment towards research.
The availability of a small animal research facility at IISER Kolkata is critical to addressing basic biological and biomedical questions in disease biology, as experiments on humans is often not possible. Small mammalian models such as mice and rats are physiologically closer to humans and therefore amenable to large number of experimental interventions.
In addition, IISER Kolkata has set up a top-end high-performance computing clusters named Dirac Supercomputing Facility. All the facilities at IISER Kolkata can be utilized by any user or organization on the payment of nominal charges.
The early research support has been instrumental in cultivating a culture of excellence, as evidenced by the faculty's impressive publication records of approximately 2,400 papers in high-impact journals over the past decade.
The best award for the faculties in recognition of their performances in research in this country is known to be the Bhatnagar Award, given by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Professor Soumitra Banerjee, Professor Bishwarup Mukhopadhyay, Professor Shadhin Kumar Mandal, and Professor Rahul Banerjee are the recipient of this award.
IISER Kolkata fosters a vibrant ecosystem for innovation and startups, creating a dynamic environment where ideas can flourish and turn into successful ventures. Through a dedicated incubation center, the RISE Foundation, supported by the DST Government of India, mentorship programs and access to industry networks, we empower aspiring entrepreneurs to bring their innovative ideas to life.
If you see where our verticals are, we are looking at agri-tech, affordable healthcare and biotech, quantum computing, clean tech, climate change. You talk about any of the deep science verticals, and we are trying to help companies, translate these into great technology.
IISER Kolkata students are actively involved in organizing a diverse range of events beyond athletics. The Institute's literary festival, Lexis, has gained significant popularity.
We are entering into the phase B. We are also proposing BSMS in data sciences, which we all understand is going to make a big difference in everybody's life. Overall, I feel that we have achieved the targets And to me, our future looks bright.
IISER Kolkata envisions a future where it leads in promoting fundamental scientific education, conducting cutting-edge interdisciplinary research, and translating research outcomes into industrial applications.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome you all again to the 21st Foundation Day of the Indian Institute of Science, Education, Research, Kolkata. We request you all to switch or turn your mobile phones into silent mode. Today's chief guest, Professor Govardhan Das, member of Niti Aayog and former director of IISER Bhopal, and guest of honor, Dr. Subra Kamal Datta, distinguished international conservative political, economic, and foreign policy expert, have arrived. I request Professor Debashish Kole, Dean of International Research and Outreach, IISER Kolkata, to come forward and take over the proceedings. So please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Shiporna. I welcome you all to the 21st Foundation Day of IISER Kolkata. It's a momentous day for us, and on this auspicious occasion, we have with us Professor Govardhan Das, member Niti Aayog and former director IISER Bhopal, and Dr. Subra Kamal Datta, distinguished international conservative political, economic, and foreign policy expert with us. I request our director, Professor Sunil Kumar Khareji, to come forward and felicitate our chief guest and the guest of honor, Professor Khare, Professor Das, and Professor Datta. Please. Yes, I want to request you. Thank you, Professor Das. Thank you, Professor Datta. And thank you, Professor Khare. So, may I now request our director, IISER Kolkata, Professor Sunil Kumar Khare, to kindly introduce our chief guest, Professor Govardhan Das.
First of all, very good afternoon to all of you. I am very, very happy to see so many students from different schools in the vicinity of our institution. So heartening, the young minds for the country, seeing the science, what we are doing. You all are welcome here. It's honor for me to introduce today's chief guest, Professor Govardhan Das. Professor Das is an eminent biologist, molecular biologist, I should say more specifically. He is academic leader and internationally recognized experts in molecular medicine. Professor Das has served as Director of Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, the sister organization IISER Bhopal, where he provided visionary leadership and strengthened academics and research in the institute. Prior to joining or taking over as director of IISER Bhopal, Professor Das was professor and chair at the Special Center for Molecular Medicine, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, where he played a pivotal role in advancing research and mentoring the next generation. His international research engagements include appointments and collaboration with renowned institutions such as Yale University, Houston Methodist Hospital, National Research Foundation, where he contributed to the cutting-edge research in immunology and infectious diseases. An alumnus of Vishwabharati University, Professor Das returned to India after his overseas research assignment with a commitment to advance the country's scientific research and higher education ecosystem. Professor Das's inspiring journey, I feel it is truly inspiring. He came from very humble background, as he was explaining, and with him today I also see his school teacher from Kachrapara. Yeah, so that is touching to us. So his inspiring journey from beginning to the becoming India's one of the foremost biomedical scientists reflects his unwavering commitment to excellence, perseverance, and public service. And currently, he is member of Niti Aayog on Science. So it's a great honor for us that he accepted our invitation to come here, despite you can understand how busy they are with the Niti Aayog. They actually shape science and policy for the country, and he specifically for science policy. His appointment as a member of Niti Aayog marks a significant recognition of his scientific leadership and policy acumen. With his unique blend of world-class research experience, academic leadership, and understanding of grassroots realities, Professor Das is well placed to contribute to evidence-based policy making and advancing India's vision of science-driven, inclusive, and sustainable national development. And also a very special request to him, and good for all of us, that he is going from IISER systems. I'm sure he will keep IISER in his mind all the time while framing, funding, deciding about the policies to nurture IISERs further. I happened to work with him as a director for some time, so I know him personally. Very, very humble person, but same time, excellent scientist. I will just say that it's very befitting that he is here today on the Foundation Day. This institute was founded in 2006, sir, so about 20 years now. And your presence probably is very heartening for all of us. And I now request Professor Das to come over and say inspiring words to the young generation who will solve many challenges for us in coming years. Thank you, Professor Das.
Thank you all, and good afternoon. And indeed, it's an honor and privilege to be here today among you all on this occasion of Foundation Day of IISER Kolkata. Honorable Director Professor Sunil Khare, Deputy Director Professor Rahul Banerjee, Professor Mohit Prasad, Professor Alakesh Bishai, Professor Debashish Kole are from this institution And I see this guest of honor, eminent personality, Professor Shubhra Kamal Datta. Distinguished guests, esteemed faculties, and my beloved students. It is indeed an honor and privilege to be present among you all to celebrate the 21st Foundation Day of IISER Kolkata. When I am looking at this, the students, I see the curiosity, I see there is all their hunger for knowledge, they are all hunger for the how they want to succeed. Success, everybody wants. But how do we get a success? Is there any special formula? To me, I don't think there is any special formula for success. But still, you have to have some kind of rules to have success. What are those rules? To me, what I feel, there are several points. Number one, you have to have confidence. You have to have confidence within yourself. What kind of confidence you have to have? Let me tell you a small story. A young girl was traveling in an aeroplane. All of a sudden, because of the monsoon, huge turbulence, and co-passengers were crying and agitating, and they are praying, God, anytime can anything happen. But a young small girl, they kept on reading the Harry Potter and kept on giggling. The next co-passenger says, "Tumhe sharam nahi aata? Why people are praying God and you are laughing and giggling?" So, nah, sir, I do have confidence. Do you know who is the pilot? Pilot is my father. I have confidence on my father, and he will take us to safe landing, so you don't have to worry. I have a confidence. My dear student, you are in a safe boat, you have the confidence, you are in IISER Bhopal or in respective school, and they will take you to the safe place, safe landing, and your career is secured, provided that you follow what your teachers are saying and what guidance they are giving, so you are in safe hand. What else you need? You need the confidence, you need vision. Without vision, nothing can happen. What kind of vision you need? Once again, my youngsters, my beloved students, I would like to tell you a story. The young gentleman, they met an accident on highway road and been hospitalized, sharing a room in the hospital with a senior citizen who was the heart patient. And because of this, the young man, multiple fracture, he could not get up. He was in traction. But because of his age, he was very curious what's happening outside world. What he sees he wanted to see through the window. On the other hand, the senior citizen, because of his heart patient, he could not move. Doctor asked him to move around a little bit. He goes to the window, and this young gentleman keeps on asking, what do you see? He says, I see there's blue ocean, people are playing volleyball, beach ball, etc., etc. But unfortunately, after a few days, the senior citizen died, and because of his encouraging words, his recovery became faster and facilitated. And when he recovered, with curiosity, he went to see the window. When he went to window, what he sees is billboard and jungle of concretes, nothing else. He was a little upset and called the nurse, the senior citizen. वो भी झूठ बोलता है. बोलते नहीं sir, the person is blind for last 30 years. Why I am telling this story? That's because the senior citizen, he never had the sight, but he had the vision. To my young students, my beloved students, you need to have vision where you are heading. What else you need? You need persistence. One failure really doesn't, tell you you are gone. You have to wake up. You have to try harder. If India produced one scientist after independence, do you know who is the scientist? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the missile man. The missile man had that dream that will become a Air Force pilot. He appears for the exam test somewhere in Rishikesh. There was only 8 seats. Unfortunately, his rank was 9th. Well, he didn't have any other option up to reaching there. His sister had to sell the gold bangles. So he sits on the cleft of Ganges and planning to commit suicide. Somebody from the back comes, Swami Sarvananda ji, and says, "What's happening, my young child?" Was Swamiji, "I have no other option than committing suicide. Why I am failing?" बोले ठीक है चलो आज शाम को चलते हैं इसमें आश्रम में, we'll talk about it. They went there and all they did talk about and had dinner, slept. Next morning, the Swamiji gave some money and said, go back. They said, मुझे एक क्वेश्चन है. बोले क्या? बोले why I am failing again and again. His response was, what he said, you are failing, there are much bigger thing is waiting for you. So, my dear students, one time you fail, you are not successful, you are not successful, what you are expecting to, probably much bigger thing is written for you, and you cannot quit, and you have to try on it. What else you need for your success? You have to face the problem. Swamiji एक दिन गंगा में नहाया. Some of you know Hindi, right? You can understand, right? Very good. So after taking bath, holy bath, he was going back to his ashram. Some dogs were chasing. So what he thought, he was trying to flee and run faster. Even the dogs were chasing even faster. His Bhagwan to Bhagwan hi hota hai. So somebody told, don't run away, face the problem. What he did is, he took a 180-degree turn and started chasing the dogs. All dogs flee away. So my dear students, during your journey of life, you will face you will encounter many, many problems. But don't run away. Rather, you chase the problem, face the problem. Another thing, what you need the shake of the problem. That should not burn you. The problems will come. The one small story, if I tell you again, a washerman had a donkey. The donkey used to carry this all, clothes, etc. And after all the job done, he should take the donkey for grazing. One day, unfortunately, the donkey fell in a big pit, and he tried to rescue him, but it could not. He could not. So now he is in dilemma what to do. If I leave him like this, he will die out of hunger, or somebody else will come and take him away. So what he decided? He decided to throw all the darts nearby, boulders, darts, etc. Every time darts used to come on this donkey used to shake off. The way it was going, after some time, the dirt really filled the pit, and this donkey can come out of it. So my dear student, when the problem comes, you just shake off. It should not occupy your mind. And that is one of the most important things. And the last one I'll definitely tell you is the principle. Unless you believe and you have only your principle, that you cannot succeed and you cannot reach to your goal. One thing I can tell you, भगवान राम जब वनवास जा रहे थे 14 साल के लिए, they started working. Every villager, everybody said, there's nothing happened, you come back, you come back. If the Bhagavan Ram would have come back same day, the story of Mahabharata would have finished then there. Sometime what others are thinking, others are saying, probably you have to judge yourself what is your principle, whether it is matching with it. So therefore, the another ingredient is the principle. You have to have your own principle and follow the principle and never compromise with it. Yes, faculties and the students, India is going through a second golden age. When the first golden age of India? Gupta time, right. डाली डाली में चिड़िया सोने का चिड़िया होता था. Why I am saying the India is going to the another second golden age? Today, the India, the way progressing, the economy, what we are building, probably with a supersonic speed. If I can describe India at this moment, India is the fourth largest economy today. Only within few years. I remember 1967, India goes to US, meets Richard Nixon, and the guy, Nixon, used a slang, I really cannot utter it here, and say, Gehu mangna aa gaya, means he had to begging the wheat. Really, we did not have sufficient food grain. But India has, after that, gone through the green revolution. Last year, India exported worth of $49.9 billion of food materials. India is that capable. In 1972 war, we could not supply our soldiers even the boots and coats. Today, India is not only self-sufficient, India could export more than $5 billion worth of defense material. India मारने भी जानता है, बचाने भी जानता है. जरूरत पड़े, in need, we have that capability. किसी के घर में घुस के भी मार के आते हैं. You know that whenever it was necessary, India went and India gave the befitting response, and our soldiers are that capable. Yes, India बचाना भी जानता है. जब पूरा दुनिया, the whole world was crying for vaccine during COVID period, it is India. We produced not only one, we produced 2 vaccines. We did save our 140 crore of our own population. We vaccinated. And we supplied vaccine to more than 150 countries. That is the capability we have now. India? Yes, India also reached to the moon, although India reached in 4th in line, but we reached there the very unique way. We reached in the South Pole, and the amount of fund we used, if you calculate, is less than auto rickshaw fare in per kilometer. That is the capability of a scientist. That is what India is. Well, I should not talk about all the statistics, but certainly some of the things I am coming from education background, I have to tell you. India has 1,338 universities, more than 53,000 colleges, 9,200 engineering colleges, the 881 medical colleges, 26 AIIMS, 23 IITs, 21 IIMS, 7 IISERs. Yes, education is the backbone of a nation, and where we are good at it. You go to any country, anywhere, any good university, you will see Indians. Yes, Indians. India can do wonder. India can take lead. Well, therefore, once again, I'll re-utter. मंजिलों ही है. We have to be Vikshit Bharat. Our timeline is 2047. And you all, the nation is working to become Vikshit Bharat, the leader, Sabse Sister Bharat. We are going to make it. So, in first sentence I said, the second golden age we are going through. So what happened to our first golden age? If I don't say long, only very few words, I'll tell you, the Mughal took our 800 years away. The British took more than 200 years away. Mughal killed more than 110 million, the recorded people, Indian people. The British, only in Bengal famine, it was killed. There are 43 million people. We had the economy 29 to 33% GDP. We are contributing. But when the English left from this country, our economy was less than 3% of GDP. And literacy was less than 1%, so 1%. So well, after independence, it is our duty to rebuild the nation, the Shrestha Bharat. Yes, we are doing. We all the citizens, we are doing hard work. That today we have more than 1.6 lakh of startup companies. Among them, 133 are unicorns. The means, unicorn means, how many of you know what is unicorn? Those who, yes, of course you know, is those who are earning more than $1 billion. Starting from nothing in nascent stage, they are earning more than $1 billion. So that is unicorn. There is a big hope. Yes, we can do it. Who did it? By you, me, is everybody in the society. And we could do it. That's because we believe in brotherhood, our relation. If you go out in bus mein aap jab jaate ho, aap don't say this is gentleman, but you say je chacha, kaka, tauji, bhai, didi. That means we have our own bond. We the Indians, we have our own relation. Well, we Indian can do it. Yes, we had that rich culture, rich science. I can name hundreds and thousands. Rishi Kanad, Sushrita, Nagarjuna, there are hundreds. That all this we lost. But only thing, we could not continue, that is gone. Our Purvaj, our ancestors did only small mistake. What the mistake? We used to call Otiti Deva Bhava. सबको गले लगाया. गले लगाने से जो दोस्त अपना फ्रेंड नहीं बन जाता है. जंगल में शेर भी हिरन का गले से ही पकड़ता है, लेकिन हिरन शेर का कभी दोस्त नहीं बनता है. तो वहीं से हमारी गलती था. वही गलती हमें सुधारना है. हमें देश को आगे ले जाना है. गलती करना प्रकृति है. गलती मानना संस्कृति है. और गलती सुधारना प्रगति है. तो my dear students, this is the time we know we are changing. We know we are smart enough. We have to be careful. Anyway, our target is once again Vikshit Bharat. अब तक the way India is progressing in a supersonic speed, and you were the one who did it. So I have a small story to tell. जब हमारे भगवान राम जब वनवास शुरू किया, पहला पहुंचा कौन सी पहाड़ में? चित्रकूट. When you reach चित्रकूट, तब बंदे भी आके पूछता है जी कि भगवान तो आ गया, उनसे थोड़ा बहुत बात उत कर लेते, उनसे आशीर्वाद ले लेते हैं. And goes to him, भगवान आपके लिए क्या सेवा कर सकती हूँ? भगवान राम से फल मूल तो रात को खा लेंगे, शाम को खा लेंगे, तुम एक मेरे लिए छोटा सा काम कर दो. बोले क्या काम भगवान, आप बताइए. बोले काम बहुत बड़ा नहीं है, मैं जो रास्ते से आया हूँ ना, वही रास्ते में बहुत सारे कांटे पड़ा हुआ है, वो कांटे को थोड़ा सा हटा दो. बोले भगवान जी आप तो पहुँच गए, कांटे हटाने के क्या जरूरी है? कहते बात वो नहीं है, मुझे ढूंढता हुआ मेरा जो पागला छोटा भाई भरत इसी रास्ते में आएगा. तो भाई आपका तो अभी राजा बन गया, इतना नाजुक है, वो छोटा कांटा उनको तंग करेगा. बोले बात वो भी नहीं है, एक छोटा कांटा मेरे भाई के पैर में फूंक जाए तो वो सोचेगा मेरे कारण मेरे बड़े भाई को इतना कष्ट पहुंचाना पड़ा. तो वही भाई भाई का संबंध ऐसे ही होनी चाहिए. और अदर साइड भरत भी शुरू किया, उनको ढूंढता हुआ वही रास्ते में जा रहा है, पैर में चप्पल नहीं है. तो गांव वाले बोलता है जी आप पैर में चप्पल क्यों नहीं पहनते हो? कहता है जो मेरे भाई इस रास्ते से गुजरा, जो फीलिंग उनका था वही फीलिंग मुझे लेना है, तो इसीलिए उस बिना चप्पल पे जा रहा, ये मैं चलना चाहता हूँ. Why I am telling you the story? My esteemed faculties, seniors, the teachers, what India is today, you are the one who made it. And for that, रास्ते में बहुत कांटा था, आपने ओवरकम कर लिया, आपने उस कांटे से चल के यहाँ तक पहुँचे. सो इफ देश को, भारत को आगे ले जाना है, तो मेरी ऑनेस्ट रिक्वेस्ट आप सबसे है, whatever that you face the problem, the thorn you faced, the कांटा you faced, उस कांटे को थोड़ा हटा दीजिए. और जो हमारी यंग जनरेशन है उनको आगे बढ़ने दीजिए. They are our future. They will take the country forward. And they are the one who will bring the Bharat, the Vikshit Bharat. So this is for the teachers. But jate jate, I'll tell you one sentence. Once again, I'll take the them story from Mahabharata. The Bhagwan Ram जब घर से निकले for 14 years exile, the कौशल्या देवी माता बहुत बार रोए, बहुत कुछ ज्ञान दिए, बस लास्ट सेंटेंस आप ही का आंखों में पानी ला देगा. वो है जो तू जो धर्म का रक्षा करता है वही धर्म तुझे भविष्य में रक्षा करेगा. My dear students, what's your dharma? The dharma is what you are doing, your honest work, what you are doing, the hard work you are doing, the way you are working, that is not only helping you, you are helping your society, helping your nation, and that will take the Bharat to one step ahead, and that will make the Vikshit Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Das, for your very motivating and encouraging talks to a young student. May I now request the students, the audience, if there are any questions to ask to sir? Please be seated. Okay. So any questions from the students? Okay. If not, then may I once again thank Professor Das for this motivating and encouraging talk. And now I request Professor Sunil Kumar Khare to present a memento to Professor Govardhan Das, please. Thank you, Professor Das, and thank you, Professor Khare. Now, may I request Professor Anirban Banerjee, the Dean of International Relations and Outreach, IISER Kolkata, to take over the proceedings from now.
Thank you, Devasis. Now, may I request our Director, Professor Sunil Kumar Khare, to kindly introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Subra Kamal Datta, Distinguished International Conservative, Political, Economic, and Foreign Policy Expert. Sir, please.
Good afternoon. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our guest of honor today, Dr. Subra Kamal Datta. He is an internationally acclaimed economic and foreign policy expert with decades of experience spanning academia, media, and public affairs. He is widely recognized for his incisive analysis of national and international developments. He has established himself as a prominent commentator on India's evolving role in global governance. Dr. Datta pursued his higher education and research in economics and economic history at JNU, where his research focused on India's economic diplomacy in Asia-Pacific region. He later earned his Bachelor of Laws from University of Delhi, specializing in international business and trade law. Demonstrating a strong commitment to linguistic and regional studies, he also completed postgraduate certificate course in Thai, Bahasa Indonesia, along with postgraduate diploma in French from Alliance Franchise. A prominent media personality, Dr. Datta is widely recognized for his insightful analysis of foreign policy, international trade, and global economic affairs. In academia, Dr. Datto serves as a visiting faculty member at several premier institutions, including IITs, IIMs, and NITs. While I was asking him, he said he has almost visited each one of the IITs and IIMs. His lectures on India's foreign policy, economic diplomacy, public policy, and national education policy, to be very precise, are widely appreciated for their analytical depth and practical relevance. He actively contributes to academic and policy discourse through participation in industry academia conclaves, conferences on micro, small, and medium enterprises, entrepreneurship, and startup ecosystems. Through his scholarship, public engagement, and commitment to national building, Dr. Datto continues to inspire students, policymakers, and professionals while contributing meaningfully to the discussion on India's development and its growing influence in the international arena. We are very pleased and happy that he could accept our request to come as a guest of honor for today's 21st Foundation Day. I now request Dr. Datto to kindly give words to the students and faculty colleagues. Thank you very much.
নমস্কার, কেমন আছো তোমরা? ভালো? Honorable Chief Guest of the day and Honorable Chief Guest of many more occasions, Professor Govardhan Das, Honorable Director of this esteemed institute, Professor Sunil Khare, you are like a family to me, Honorable Deputy Director, Honorable Deans, Honorable Faculty Members, Yuva Shakti, Nari Shakti. তোমাদের সবাইকে শত শত প্রণাম। সরস্বতী মহাভাগে বিদ্যা কমললোচনে বিদ্যারূপে বিশালাক্ষী বিদ্যাধারী নমোস্তুতে। সর্বমঙ্গল মঙ্গলে শিবে সর্বার্থ সাধিকে শরণ্যে ত্র্যম্বকে গৌরী नारायणी नमस्तुते। सृष्टि स्थिति विनाशनम शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणोमय गुणोश्रय नारायणी नमस्तुते। शरणागत दिनार्थ परित्राय परायणी सहस्र शस्त्र हरे देवी नारायणी नमस्तुते। माँ दुर्गा माँ सरस्वतीर नाम निये জিনিসটা রাখা দরকার। যদি কোনো ভুল ত্রুটি হয় আগের থেকেই ক্ষমা চাইলাম নারায়ণীর থেকে। প্রফেসর দাস, আপনি অনেক কিছু বিন্দুকে টাচ করেছেন। আমার সত্যি বলতে আর কিছু বলার নেই, সব কিছু তো আপনি বলে দিয়েছেন। এখন যা বলবো সেটা আপনার থেকে চুরি করব। সব ছোট ছোট বাচ্চারা এখানে, তোমাদের ভাষাই বলার চেষ্টা করব। আমি জানি এখানে হয়তো অনেক বেঙ্গলি কমিউনিটির থেকে আছে, অনেক নন বেঙ্গলি कम्युनिटी থেকেও আছে। इसलिए कोशिश रहेगी हिंदी में, बांग्ला में और ये जो पश्चिम का लैंग्वेज है अंग्रेजी में बोलने की। इतना शानदार इंस्टीट्यूट ये, और इस इंस्टीट्यूट का कल मैं देख रहा था वेबसाइट पे, इतने सारे काम आप लोगों ने किया है और वो भी बहुत गोपनीय वे में, बिना किसी शोर शराफे के। वही असली विद्या होती है। আর সেটাই দরকার। আমরা যখন বিকশিত ভারতের কথা বলি আর আমরা যখন বিকশিত ভারতের চেষ্টা করি, বিকশিত জ্ঞান যদি না হয় বিকশিত ভারতটা হবে কিভাবে? It is very important for us to attain that knowledge which is scientific, which is development oriented, but at the same time it is rooted with the grassroots of the country. That knowledge is something which we need to reignite. The Macaulay form of education and the legacy of the Macaulay form of education of 300 years have injected the colonial DNA in us, and today we have attained our independence in 1947, but we are still colonially enslaved. ये जो DNA के अंदर जो गया है ये Macaulay form of education, because Lord Macaulay to the Queen of England, he had said that we need to create brown slaves with English mentality. মানে কালো চামড়ার মানুষ দরকার যার থিঙ্কিংটা ইংলিশ নিয়ে হোক আর ইংলিশ সভ্যতা নিয়ে হোক। সেই জিনিসটা ডেকেডস আফটার ডেকেডস আমাদের দেশে পার্কুলেট হয়েছে, আর সেজন্যই আজকে এরকম পরিস্থিতি যে সেটাতে আমাদের এখন চিন্তা ভাবনা করতে হয় যে আমরা কোথায় আছি আর কোথায় যাব। যত সিভিলাইজেশন এনশিয়েন্ট কালচার্সকে নিয়ে চলেছে সেই সিভিলাইজেশনগুলোকে আজ অবধি কেউ পতন করতে পারেনি। A classic example of that, एक शानदार एग्जाम्पल है इंडोनेशिया। दूसरा एग्जाम्पल है ईरान। ईरान की जो पार्शिया की जो सभ्यता है वो सभ्यता आज भी हर ईरानियन के कन कन में है, और इसीलिए इतना संघर्ष के बाद भी प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप ने ईरान को धूमिल नहीं कर पाया। When you go to Indonesia, Indonesia is the largest Muslim country of the whole world. But when you go there, they invite you, they welcome you with Om Swastiastu. আমি জানি না এখানে কতটা জানে Om Swastiastuর মিনিংটা কি, আর Om Swastiastu, what does it mean? The Honorable President of Indonesia, day before yesterday, in front of the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, he acknowledged and he accepted that Bhasha Indonesia, at least 50%, Bhasha Indonesia, 50% যদি রুট আইডেন্টিফাই করতে হয় সেটা সংস্কৃত থেকে। আমি নিজে ভাষা ইন্দোনেশিয়া জানি, আমি বলবো 50% কম বলেছেন উনি। Almost around 70 to 80% of Javanese, Balinese, Sumatran, 80% of that is rooted to Pali, Prakrit and Sanskrit. এটা হলো গিয়ে civilizational ethos. Meghavati Sukarnoputri, the former president of Indonesia, by religion she is a practicing Sunni Muslim. Meghavati meaningটা কি? মেঘা মানে cloud, vati মানে daughter, সুকার্নো উনার বাবা, পুত্রী মানে ডটার, মেঘাবতী সুকার্নো পুত্রী। এইটা হলো গিয়ে এনশিয়েন্ট কালচারাল ইথোস। ইন্দোনেশিয়াতে যখন তোমরা ভবিষ্যতে যাবে, মালয়েশিয়াতে যখন যাবে, কিংবা কম্বোডিয়াতে যখন যাবে, লাওসে যখন যাবে, কিংবা ভিয়েতনামে যখন যাবে, সব কর্নার কর্নারে দেখবে অর্জুনের ইয়ে আছে, স্ট্যাচু আছে, भगवान रामेर स्टैचू आछे, सुग्रीवेर स्टैचू आछे, हनुमान जी स्टैचू आछे। हनुमान जी को कहा जाता है इंडोनेशिया में संकट मोचना। In the same way, in every tri-corner of Indonesia, you'll find that. Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand. থাইল্যান্ডেররা বলে যে থাইল্যান্ড থেকে নাকি রামায়ণের উৎপত্তি হয়েছে, আর ভারত নাকি রামায়ণ থাইল্যান্ড থেকে চুরি করেছে। The kings of Thailand, they have a Rama attached to them. The former king, Bhumibal Atulya Dej, Bhumi, soil, earth, Atulya, Surya, Tej the light, Rama the 16th. Ayodhya, Thailand আছে. Ramakin is the national book of Thailand. Ramakin মানে Ramayana. There are several versions of Ramayana in Southeast Asia and East Asia. There is a Javanese version, একটা Balinese version আছে, একটা Thai version আছে, একটা Filipino version আছে, একটা Cambodian version আছে, একটা Laotian version আছে, একটা Myanmari version আছে, Burmese version আছে, শ্রীলঙ্কাতেও একটা রামায়ণের version আছে। সেটা হলো গে ভারতের বিরাট ইতিহাস। সেই ইতিহাসটা আমরা দুর্ভাগ্যপূর্ণ ভুলে গেছিলাম। আজকে সেই ইতিহাসের পুনর্জাগরণ হচ্ছে, আর সেই ইতিহাসটা নিয়ে আমাদের গর্বিত হওয়া দরকার, আর আমাদের গর্বিত হতে লাগে, প্রয়োজন আছে সেটা। কারণ any civilization, if it is uprooted from its root and from its cultural ethos, then that civilization does not last for too long. Europe, per ancient European culture যদি দেখা যায়, the Celtic civilization কিংবা আপনার স্ক্যান্ডিনেভিয়ান civilization সব কিছু কিন্তু uprooted হয়ে গেছে। আর একটা মনোলিথিক স্ট্রাকচারকে যেরকমভাবে ইম্পোজ করা হয়েছিল, সেটার জন্যই কিন্তু আজকে ওরা না এদিকের আছে না ওইদিকের আছে। United States of America claims itself to be the biggest democracy of the whole world and the most powerful democracy of the whole world. কিন্তু ইউনাইটেড স্টেটস অফ আমেরিকার সিভিলাইজেশনাল ইথোস আছে কি? নেই। ওরা না ওদেরকে স্প্যানিয়ার্ডের সাথে আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারে, না পর্তুগিজদের সাথে আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারে, না ইংলিশদের সাথে আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারে, না ফ্রেঞ্চদের সাথে আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারে। আজকে ইউনাইটেড স্টেটস অফ আমেরিকা টুডে প্রেসিডেন্ট ট্রাম্প টকস অ্যাবাউট honorable prime minister being my biggest friend and natural ally. That's what US uses. যে ভারত হলো গিয়ে আমাদের ন্যাচারাল অ্যালাই। আমি প্রশ্ন করতে চাই, ভারত কি ইউএস এর ন্যাচারাল অ্যালাই 1960-তে ছিল না? ভারত কি ইউএস এর ন্যাচারাল অ্যালাই 1950-তে ছিল না? ভারত 1950-তেও জিওগ্রাফিক্যাল টার্মসে সেই ভারতই ছিল, আজকেও সেই ভারতই আছে। কারণটা হলো গিয়ে দ্যাট রেজিলেন্ট ডাইনামিক লিডারশিপ। সেই রেজিলেন্ট ডাইনামিক লিডারশিপের জন্য আজকে ভারতকে অ্যাকনলেজ করা হচ্ছে। অস্ট্রেলিয়াতে যখন আমাদের দেশের প্রধানমন্ত্রী যান, ওখানের প্রাইম মিনিস্টার বলে যে সিডনি অপেরা হাউসে কিংবা মেলবর্নে এত বড় জনসভা আজ পর্যন্ত উনি নিজেও করতে পারেননি, যেটা মাননীয় प्रधानमंत्री जनसभा है। इसी तरह से आप अगर देखेंगे यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका में, चाहे वो मैनहट्टन पे हो, चाहे या बॉस्टन पे हो, या फिर और किसी और जगह पे हो, the biggest gathering is of the Bharatiya leadership, the biggest gathering which happens. In the same way, if we go to Southeast Asia, if we go to the African countries, if we go to the Latin American countries, anywhere across the world, this is what is a common phenomenon. G20 summit तो हमेशा होता है, सब समय होचे G20 summit, किंतु आज अब्दी ग्लोबल साउथ माने दक्षिण साउथ जेटा, the southern countries, so countries of South America or of Africa or of Latin America or Southeast Asia, Melanesia, Polynesia, এদের ব্যাপারে আজ অবধি কোনো গ্লোবাল লিডারশিপ কোনোদিনও চিন্তা ভাবনাটা করেনি। আমাদের ভারতে যখন G20 সামিট হলো, তখনই আমাদের দেশেরই প্রধানমন্ত্রী উনি হি মেড ইট আ পয়েন্ট দ্যাট দি গ্লোবাল সাউথ শুড বি রিপ্রেজেন্টেড। আর গ্লোবাল সাউথের রিপ্রেজেন্টেশনের জন্যেই 51 countries of Africa was included into G20, and today G20 is G21. আমি যখন তখন ভারত মণ্ডপম থেকে যখন বিবিসির জন্য লাইভ করছিলাম কিংবা অন্য ইন্টারন্যাশনাল চ্যানেলসের জন্য যখন আমি লাইভ করেছিলাম, তখন আমি বলেছিলাম যে ক্যাব শুধু G21 নয়, ফিউচারে সেটাকে G22 করতে হবে। সেটাতে ওই যে ছোট ছোট আইল্যান্ড দেশগুলো যেগুলো রয়ে গেছে প্যাসিফিক রিজনে, Melanesia, Polynesian countries, Vanuatu, Guam, Fiji, tenure, all this needs to be acknowledged and they need to be incorporated. সেটার পিছনে কারণ আছে, যেভাবে গ্লোবাল ওয়ার্মিং হচ্ছে, যেভাবে ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে, আজকে ডেটে এই ছোট ছোট দ্বীপগুলোকে যদি সেভ না করা হয়, ভানাটুর মতন দেশ আগামী 30 ইয়ার্সে কিন্তু সমুদ্রের নিচে চলে যাবে। মলডিভসের মতন দেশ আগামী 30 থেকে 50 ইয়ার্সের মধ্যে সমুদ্রের নিচে চলে যাবে। আমাদের সবার দরকার লামবন্ধ হয়ে এইসব জিনিসগুলোকে হ্যান্ডেল করা। আর দ্যাট ইজ হোয়াট ইজ দ্য এসেন্স অফ ভাসুদেব কুটুম্বকম। এই দেশ পুরো দুনিয়াকে ভাসুদেব কুটুম্বকম দেখিয়েছে। আমি তো সব সময় বলি, যারা তোমাদের বিরোধিতা করে ওদেরকেও সম্মান দাও, ওদেরকেও প্রণাম করো, আর যারা তোমার সমর্থনে আছে ওদের সাথে গলার মধ্যে গলা রেখে আগে এগো। If there is no criticism of your ideas, of your ideology, then your ideology, your ideas are thinkless. This country has given great luminaries, whether philosophical luminaries, whether political luminaries. আমি ওরকমই সম্মান করি ইয়েকে, আপনার বুদ্ধদেব ভট্টাচার্যকে কিংবা জ্যোতি বসুকে, ওরকমই সম্মান করি আমি ডক্টর মনমোহন সিংকে, ওরকমই সম্মান আমি করি সুষমা স্বরাজকে, ওরকমই সম্মান করি অটল বিহারী বাজপেয়ীজিকে, ওরকমই সম্মান করি আমি নরসিংহ রাওকে, আর ওরকমই সম্মান করি মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীজি নরেন্দ্র মোদীজিকে। আমার বিচারধারা হয়তো অন্য বিচারধারার সাথে ডিফারেন্সেস হতে পারে, সেজন্যে অন্য বিচারধারাকে আমি তুচ্ছ মনে করি না। আমি মনে করি যে इंडियन सबकॉन्टिनेंट डिफरेंट धारा, अलग अलग शाखाएं हैं नदियों का, अलग अलग विचारधारा, सबको संतुलित करके एक ढांचे के अंदर लाना है। विचारधारा अलग हो सकती है, विचारधारा विभिन्न हो सकती है, पर सर्वप्रिय होना चाहिए मां भारती और भारत माता। ভারত মাতার নামে কোনো কম্প্রোমাইজ নাই, ভারত মাতার জন্যে কোনো কম্প্রোমাইজ নাই। সবচেয়ে উপর ভারত মাতা, যদি লজ্জা পাও বন্দে মাতরম বলতে, যদি লজ্জা পাও জয় হিন্দ বলতে, আর যদি লজ্জা পাও জনগণ মন বলতে, তাইলে এই দেশের নাগরিক নয়, তুমি চলে যাও এই দেশের থেকে বাইরে। সেটা হওয়া উচিত। বিচারধারা আলোক ডিফারেন্ট হতে পারে। দ্যাট ইজ দ্য ট্রুথ অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ইজ দ্য এসেন্স। আর সেই এসেন্সটা নিয়ে আমাদের চলতে হবে। বিকশিত ভারতের জন্য সব বিচারধারা ওয়েলকাম। এভরি আইডিওলজি হ্যাজ টু কাম টুগেদার ফর বিকশিত ভারত, বিকজ ইট ইজ আওয়ার রেসপন্সিবিলিটি অ্যাজ দি প্রেজেন্ট জেনারেশন টু গাইড দ্য ফিউচার জেনারেশন। তোমরা সবাই যে বসে আছো পিছনে, ইউ অল আর অ্যাকচুয়ালি দ্য ব্র্যান্ড অ্যাম্বাসেডর অফ টুমরো। তোমাদের জন্যে আমাদের গাইডেন্সটা দেওয়া দরকার। গুরু শিষ্য পরম্পরাটাকে রিইগনাইট করাটা খুব দরকার। গুরু শিষ্য পরম্পরা যদি রিইগনাইট হয়, আমি জানি ভারতের বিকাশ সব সময় হবে, অ্যান্ড ইন্ডিয়া উইল অলওয়েজ রিমেন এনলাইটেন্ড। In the end, I would say, and I quote from a very powerful writing from a very great German historian, a wonder that was India. East bowed before the blast, in patient thought disdain. She led the legion's thunder past, bowed in deep thoughts again. ভারত আজকে এমন একটা থ্রেশহোল্ডে এসছে যেখানে চায়নাও বলে যে dragon and the elephant should dance together, should do a tango together. And United States of America also says that India is our natural ally. And the European Union says, mother of all treaties, the great free trade agreement between Europe and Bharat. South Asia says that you are the civilizational mother. You are the mother country from whom we get in the guidance. Africa says that you are the leader of dominant South. And Latin America and South America says कि आपने तो संजीवनी का काम किए थे, आप संकट मोचन का काम किए थे। जब कोविड के दौरान धुतकार रहा था पश्चिम, ब्राज़ील को, अर्जेंटीना को, ग्वाटेमाला को, होंडुरास को, निकारागुआ को, पेरू को, पैराग्वे को, उरुग्वे को, चिली को भारत ने संजीवनी का काम किया था, क्योंकि भारत संकट मोचन का रूप लेके आए और हर दुनिया में वैक्सीन फ्री में दिए हैं। यही भारत का स्थान है और यही भारत का अतुलनीय इतिहास है। इस इतिहास को लेके जाना है, इस इतिहास को लेके जाके आगे और क्रियान्वित करना है, और सेटा तोमादेर काँधेर उपरे आछे। सब समय मने रेखो जे एखाने ट्राइकालारटा हवा दरकार और एखाने मा भारती हवा दरकार। सेटा जदि थाके पृथिवीर कोन स्थानेई ना थाको केन डेफिनेटली सबार उपरे होबे और सबार आगे होबे। 140 crore population of our country, we can create wonders, and we can once again say that if 19th century and 18th century had given one Aurobindo and one Swami Vivekananda, 21st century will give in 1 billion Aurobindo and 1 billion Swami Vivekananda, and 1 billion Rani Lakshmi Bai, and 1 billion Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and 1 billion Shama Prasad Mukherjee, and 1 billion Mirabai. That should be the essence. Ishwar Allah Sat Guru, चाहे कहो श्री राम, मालिक सबका एक है, अलग अलग है नाम। कबीरदास की इस दोहा से खत्म करता हूँ। वंदे मातरम, भारत माता की जय, जय हिंद।
So, thank you very much, Dr. Datta, for your enlightening talk. So, okay, so then I request our director, Professor Sunil Kumar Khareji, to present a memento to our guest of honor, Dr. Subra Kamal Datta. Thank you very much, Professor Datta. Thank you very much, Professor Kare. So now at the outside, for the students, still the exhibit is going on. So you are pleased to join the exhibit, and there are many exhibition and showcase. Please join outside. So this is for us, not with the student? Yeah. So for students, outside again our exhibition is going on. So please feel free to go outside, and we end this session here. And we thank you all the students for coming and joining us for this session. And now we request all of our guests and faculty members to come on the stage for the photography session.